kind, creative, and courageous artists, we have a great project to start off your art journey. We are going to design our very own sketchbook. You can use the sketchbook to take notes, to prep for projects, to sketch out ideas. You can also do it to practice sketching daily or even weekly, to build up your art techniques, become more confident in your art making, and put in that practice that it takes to become a good artist. All you need to make a sketchbook is a folder. It can be any folder. I have this simple manila folder. It has these tabs on it. If you don't like the tab, you can even cut this off, flip it over, fill in the space. You can tape it on there. We're going to be covering it all up so you won't even see that attachment if you don't like the tab. Totally up to you. Or just any other flat folder with or without a tab. We can turn this into a sketchbook. You will also need paper to go inside of your sketchbook. It helps if your cover is slightly larger than the paper inside of it to help protect the paper inside of it. It fits perfectly in there. And you will either take this and hole punch it, or you can use a stapler and staple it. I have a heavy duty stapler because I'm going to be stapling a lot of pages in my sketchbook. If you have a thinner sketchbook, a regular stapler would be able to staple this amount of pages in here. I'm going to be adding more pages than this, so I'm going to need my heavy duty stapler to do that. If you're hole punching your sketchbook together, start by hole punching your cover without your paper in it, and then slide the paper inside. Take a pencil, trace around the circles on the top sheet of paper, pull the paper out, hole punch the paper, lining up the hole punches with those circles. If you're doing a big stack of paper, you're going to have to do this in sections, so just repeat that every time. Trace the holes on the top sheet, punch those out, take that top sheet, lay it on your new stack of paper, trace around your holes, punch it out, and then all your paper will beautifully line up. If you're hole punching your sketchbook and tying it together, you could do that at the beginning. Sometimes it helps to know where your holes are going to be so you can kind of plan your design around that, and so that your folder isn't so thick when you add a bunch of layers to it that it can't easily hole punch through all of those layers. Hole punch ahead of time, and then you can start decorating. Since I'm stapling mine together, I don't have to worry about that right now. I'm gonna get straight into decorating. The requirement for this sketchbook is that you have to decorate your folder inside and out. Front cover, back cover, inside front cover, inside back cover. I shouldn't see a single bit of this manila color. Even if you like this manila color, I want to push you to add a layer of paint, a light yellow on top, and then go on top of it with another material. You can use any materials that you have access to. You could do collage, painting, doodle Sharpies, acrylic paint pens, watercolor, pencil. Really, the sky's the limit. It's up to you. Think about what you're excited to test out and just have fun experimenting on your sketchbook. This sketchbook is yours. It's a reflection of you, of your aesthetic, your interests, what you like, the colors you like. Really put yourself into this. This is a reflection of you and the style of art that you like. For my sketchbook, I have just gathered a bunch of different things. I have a map here. I have a bunch of things I pulled from magazines, and I pulled these out because I liked the colors and the texture in these images. I have book pages. This is old book pages that I painted on in the past. I have scrap paper that has paint spills all over it and some dyed tissue paper. I keep a stack of collage materials, and I went through there and pulled out anything that I thought looked interesting. And I'm going to experiment with just layering collage materials on my cover. I'm going to start with the outside cover, build my layers onto that, and then I'll flip on the inside. I might just put a layer of paint on the inside. I might decide to do more collage layers. We'll see what we have left over after we get through this stack to decorate the front and the back. When I start working on this, I think I'll lay it flat and I'll build it as one work of art, and then I'll fold it to close it. When you're designing a cover of a sketchbook or a book, it really helps for that design to flow from front to back. You want to think of this as one work of art rather than two separate things. Today, to glue down all of my layers, I'm going to be using Mod Podge. Any Elmer's glue, glue stick, whatever you have on hand will work great for what you're doing. When you're building a collage, if you decide to build a collage, just make sure you put glue all the way to the edges of the paper so that it lays flat, it sticks down, you don't have little pieces sticking up. You want that craftsmanship to be really nice. You want it to look neat, clean, and intentional. That means it's well thought out. I'm going to go through my collage materials. I'm going to start ripping these up. When I layer with collage, another tip, instead of using scissors to cut things out, especially if I'm just looking at color and texture, I like to rip my magazine images. And the reason I like to do that is because you get this nice, beautiful, soft edge. And I will, a lot of times, rip these up, slightly overlap them, and I will layer them like that. And you get just a really interesting collage look. And when you do this, it looks intentionally collaged, intentionally layered. It looks like I really thought out and I wanted to show that this is layers of images put on top of each other. I took an image, ripped it up, and constructed something new with it. All right, I'm gonna start going through all my things and start building up my cover. Let's see how quickly I can pull this all together. Look at how great this is coming along. I think it's looking amazing. I love all my layers. I love the funky, paint splattered pieces of paper. And when I flip it over, you can see I let the collage material go off the edge. What that does is when I let this dry, I can go with my scissors and cut off the edge of that, and it's gonna have a very clean look. When you try to line it up perfectly with the edge, a lot of times you're gonna have a little piece hanging off, and it's just better to let it hang off the edge and cut it off later. I created this space right here where I'm gonna cut out these letters and write the word sketchbook right here. If you wanna do that, you can. You can write sketchbook. You can write the class name the sketchbook is for, or your name, totally up to you. I like to have a little bit of text on the front just to make it feel more like a book, so I'm gonna add that there. Once this dries, I'm gonna cut these out individually and stick them down. While I'm waiting for this to dry, I'm gonna flip this over and start working on this side. I need to be careful because I have a few spots that are still a little sticky on the front. If I flip it over, press it down on the table, and then pull it up, it might rip my images. So I'm gonna let this dry a little bit more, and then I'll flip it over and work on the inside. The inside is gonna be more just color, texture, pattern, and less imagery. So I've planned to just rip up magazines and layer them in there. We'll see how I like that. I might also just go in with solid paint color. You could put just as an in-depth design as you did on the outside cover on the inside if you want to, or you could keep it simpler on the inside if it's more complex on the outside. Think about the designs that you like and the style you like and go with that. Again, think about how your design is connecting from the inside to the outside. I'll probably pull in similar colors. I'll pull in some of this material that I use on the outside and have little hints of that on the inside as well. All right, let's get started on the other side. All right, guys, I had to pause because I make mistakes so that you don't have to. I like to say that to my students all the time, learn from my mistakes so that you don't even have to deal with it. I was starting to collage the backside because my train of thought was I'll just cut this all off at the end. Then I realized when I put my first piece down, I need to go ahead and trim off the front pieces because I need to be able to see the edge of the folder. I'm gonna go around, trim off all of these edge pieces, collage the back, flip it over, and then I'll trim it from the other side. That way I can see the edge of the folder and I don't accidentally mess up cutting into the folder or not cutting off enough. All right, I trimmed off the edge of my cover. After collaging on the inside, I have folded it in half. When I folded it in half, I carefully lined up the edge of the folder just to make sure I didn't accidentally crease it if it was slightly off. So do that slowly, make sure you have it lined up, and then rub your hand along the crease and really push it down to make sure it folds. I think it looks amazing. I love the collage look on the inside. I pulled in this detail from the outside on the inside. It ties it all together. I like having this like city, this old historic city illustration, and this boat over here, and this map is so fun. I added the arts on my tab. On this very first page, I'm gonna pick a quote, a song lyric, or similar that I'm gonna write on this front page. It's just gonna be my mantra for the year. It's just a great way to open your sketchbook. You don't just have notes starting, you have this kind of introduction to this sketchbook that you're working on. So I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna attach this tab, and then we're gonna get this all put together. My sketchbook is officially done. I think it turned out so great. We have this really interesting front cover. I love the paint splatter piece of paper that I use. I love that it says sketchbook. Again, I just like having words kind of incorporated to the cover of things that I design. This little boat hanging out here. And then when you open it up, you see my front page with this quote that I kind of picked to help guide me through this year. I have this little image right here to grab your attention as you turn the page. And then I have this section of just white paper where I can take notes. The back also connects to the front. I have this little piece of paper. I got to glue the sucker down. This would be deducted on craftsmanship points. I want my sketchbook to look nice and neat, so I need to tack that down before I turn this in. Otherwise, I think it turned out amazing. Now it's your turn to take a simple folder, add some paper to it, and start practicing and creating and drawing. It's all a part of becoming a better artist. Practice, and then you start building skills to help you make you even better in that craft. It's your turn to get started on your sketchbook. Don't forget to completely cover your base material, front cover, inside, back cover, and then either hole punch and use string or similar to tie your paper into your book, or use a heavy duty stapler to get that paper stapled into your sketchbook. Get creative, have fun, and happy art making.